Hello and welcome to this episode. From this morning we travelled from Hua Hin, stopped off at Royal Pavilion and have now made our way to Chumphon, travelling further south from Bangkok. So a 4-hour drive and 304 kilometres brings us here, a place that is often drove past by many tourists as they head off towards Surat Thani, Phang Nga, Koh Samui and Krabi, as well as Phuket. We'll have to give the island of Phuket the elbow because of the ongoing tsunami that's there. So let me explain. When we hired the car in the last vlog, a hire company gave us with a condition that we would not take the car to Phuket, mainly because it was gridlocked. There's too many cars there, and even the parked up cars were being damaged. And it was a case of too many cars and the infrastructure can't handle it. It turns out that tourists from Phuket were leaving the island, going to other provinces, hiring cars and taking them back and causing big traffic congestion. So we agreed that we wouldn't go to Phuket. I did pencil in a couple of villas in Phuket 3 months before we flew out. Plenty of availability. But when we got here, they're all fully booked. And it's a shame, if you've got a big family or a group of friends, you can get one of these big villas with a pool for around £20 per person per night. And most of them come with a free chef, stroke spy, but at least you get free Thai cooking lessons. And the site I'd looked at was Thailand villas, so it's worth having a look if you're coming out. The island of Phuket was used as a sandbox during COVID, and with the administration in place, they know how many tourists of Farang are on the island. And at this moment there's 223,000 Russians in Phuket alone. And together with the usual tourists and the long-term retired expats, it's a big strain on the infrastructure. Now I know some of you'll be out there saying, but China is the #1 tourist nation going to visit Thailand. And that is the case over the last 12 months. But the Chinese go home. So while there is a tsunami of Farang on the island, there's no loss of life and there's no damage to property. In fact, the amount of Russian speaking people here means there's less people being killed or dying elsewhere. The last time I was at Phuket was 15 years ago, so I'll just hold on to their memories of beautiful beaches, beautiful scenery, especially in the south of the island. I did make friends with a local bar come cafe set up on the beach, just overlook the small road and straight onto the beach. And I was talking to them, and the only reminder at the time that there was anything there was a tribute to the dead Thais. And of course there was some of this business, some of the family had died. And they took me through the back of the brick built shop, and there was just slit windows on the top. And there was no door, so they had nowhere to go. They were just stuck in the tumble dryer. So when I got back to the hotel room after securing the car hire, an anxious Anne there was watching an English speaking movie called The Impossible, which was a graphic story of a family's encounter of the December 26, 2004 tsunami. So she danced a jig when I told her that Phuket was off. And what we'll do is we'll just share out that time between other places in Thailand, starting with Chumphon, which turned out to be very quiet, relaxing and good food. Chumphon is a world apart from Bangkok and even Hua Hin. We drove from the highway more or less to the centre of Chumphon and then went right and headed towards the national park and a few resorts that were there right close to the beach. With more than 200 kilometres of coastline featuring numerous unspoiled beaches, Chumphon is an ideal destination for those who are seeking relaxation in a natural and quiet atmosphere and wish to enjoy such activities as sunbathing, swimming, yachting, paragliding, diving and snorkeling. Even though Chumphon is a port of the popular tourist islands Hotel, Phang Nan and Samui, most of the passers-by don't seem to realise that Chumphon itself would be worth a stop. In fact, most tourists will travel to the next province, South Suratani, a 4-hour drive, when you could save 4 hours and catch the ferry from here. So this is a pier there under the beach at Chumphon, on quiet beaches behind the pier. And two catamarans, two big tour buses come down. Well, overtook us coming the other way. There's hardly enough room. I thought, oh, there goes the windmillers. Look at the windmillers that look here. But it's very busy. Koh Tao is one of the big islands out there, popular with for snorkeling and scuba diving. It was high tide at 9 o'clock this morning. It's now 1. Still a few hours for it to go down to claim the beach. I'm sure it's a nice beach here. We did appreciate the pit stops on the highways. They're actually pronounced PTT, and you're like a shopping mall around the petrol station, and they're popular for the Amazon coffee. And this one you're about to see, this video, you enjoy the coffee and the teas here very much, whether it's hot or cold. It's a place called Choi Doi, a coffee place, but there's a lot of iced coffees and teas, smoothies, frappies mixed up. We're going to go frappe here. They have ordinary hot matcha latte there, green teas, and the bubbles we had in Bangkok. I think they're a type of a bean. Just put them in there and edible. Banana, iced tea, jasmine green tea, cocoa milk, Thai milk, green bubble tea. We'll just try different flavour every time we go by, but they're all nice. And that's chow down. And the only unusual thing that we saw in the Chumphon area was when we left, joined the highway, and there was a pickup truck in front of us, and we didn't have a good camera at hand, so we just snapped this one on the wife's mobile phone. After about a mile or two from the station, up pops a monkey, a macaque monkey, and then on the other corner of the truck up popped a female, and we drove up closer and the female had a baby. So whether they're just hitchhikers or just want to try a new province, but I thought that was different. So arriving in Chumphon via our hire car, we had earmarked the Sairee Beach Resort for our night stay, but we decided we'd go for the Moonshine Resort because it was so close to the beach. It was like having a private beach, and the price of the Sairee Beach was £16 per night, and the Moonshine was around about the same price. So other ways to get to Chumphon is a direct train line that runs between Bangkok and Chumphon. You can take a motorbike on the train or pre-book a ticket. The journey takes approximately 7 hours and costs $15 US. The service departs hourly and operates every day. You can also fly from Bangkok, it takes 2 hours and 28 and costs around $35 US, but can be as much as 100 in the high season. Our resort, like others in the area, will collect you from the station, which is 30 minutes away from our resort, to the airport, which is 1 hour away. But don't travel by public transport or even a tour bus, it takes far too long, practically 11 to 12 hours from Bangkok. This is the Moonshine Resort, Chumphon, and the tents all around a nice pool, the tents. That's what they are. And we just booked this on our way further south. And it's got a really good reading on Agoda and Booking.com. Good reviews. Almost perfect score for everything. Let's see, it's different. It's got the aircon, got a good firm bed, and out there's the toilet. At the wall I can't see a fridge, but all the food is just at the end of the pool. Food, bar, cafe, so you don't need to want for anything. So from the tent you got your shower room, dispensers with soap and shampoo goes through the floor, the mirror, the wash basin and the toilet all out the way of each other, and of course electrics as well. And from there the bedroom. Glamping in Thailand. It's great, like early morning and dusk, there's the noise of the birds. That's the for real bird. It's just what it sounds like it's saying. And this is the bar restaurant area here, and these conifers going to come up and just do a block against the pool for a bit of privacy when you're getting your food. And of course there's a part in the middle of the pool where you can have a breakfast. This is looking from the bottom of the infinity pool. The tents are there. Now here they have stone built buildings. You can get a double twin bed and 2 double beds, and sleep between 4 and 6 people. The car park for about 20 cars, free, and stone built buildings there, and for breakfast and eating and drinking, bar area here. And they're open as long as what you are, but I think most people are in bed by 10 PM. We went to bed a little bit later, and see up at dawn. There's breakfast. You just give you a menu and just pick as many items as you want. Breakfast time. So you set the alarm for 6 AM, but didn't need to. So of course the birds just seemed quite loud. And funny, through the night we didn't notice the insect noises. It went so noisy around here. This is a pool eating area. There's children here and they love this. I would say it's strange how they switch off the filter system until like 9 o'clock, and then it's switched off at night time. So it's about 7 o'clock here, and one complaint we would have normally had after we got in the room, it's got no fridge, yet we've got 2 bottles of water. As it turns out, in the cafe bar restaurant area near the pool, there's an end, just help yourself on the counter, cups, mugs, glasses. You've got coffee, tea, hot chocolate, chilled water from a cooler, and hot water, and any time, day or night, just help yourself. So there's no need to have a fridge in your room or your cups and things. But also I noticed they're doing laundry and ironing there as well, so that's in. And so it's got a lot of pluses. And we were there till about 10-11 last night at the bar, the last one's there. They close at 9, but you can get a few bottles in and they just tell you where the light switch is. So you just turn the light switch off and the bars just lift open, and you just go to bed, and that's it. But I mean, normally, if you're up as early as we are seeing these sunrises, you're ready for bed about 10, 11 o'clock. Never travelled more than 6 kilometres away from the resort. Just bounced back to work way down the menu with the freshly made Thai foods. Chicken noodle, no spice, and the mixed food. I can't wait to eat it. That's what we had last night. It's stir fried chicken, ginger and black pepper. It's really nice, and just lots and lots of chicken on. It's one of our favourites, so we're having it again today. So you're 6 kilometres away from the Prince of Chumphon shrine. This is like a service road that just runs along by the beach. Accommodation is here. And you see the beach is 350 foot away, which is what attracted you to this one. Plus it's got a very good feedback of Google, Agoda and Booking.com. There's a lot of bodies of water around here, so I don't know whether it's agricultural for the fisheries, but I'm told there's a mangrove area as well, and it's part of a nature reserve. And there's a squirrel going up the tree. So I had a look on Google Earth, and the beach looks okay, narrow where we are, and further along to the right it gets wider. And we just walk through the coconut forest up to the resort. Resort is here. Plenty of coconuts have come down, so you've got to be careful because they kill more people than sharks. Lots of coral sand getting washed up. The beach looks good. The tide's on its way out. We should clear more of the beach. I think we're a bit late for sunrise. Chumphon hosts the SeaWorld Festival. Every year between February and May is when the seawater is at its clearest and there's no fear of the monsoon rains. Also, it's a lot further down from Bangkok, so it doesn't suffer from the heat and the coral die-off, which occurs when the land mass is hot, and it has been hot for the last couple of years, and the water flowing in is too warm for the corals. Here in Chumphon, the Gulf of Thailand is much wider and the corals are much healthier. Also from this location, travelling west, and the drive from here to Ranong, a Thai town which borders with Myanmar, is 2.5 hours drive. And there you're on Indian Ocean, again very clean beaches and good for diving. Now when we're up in Hua Hin, the Gulf of Thailand is quite narrow, 60 kilometres east, and you're on the beaches of Pattaya. And of course you've got Hua Hin, Bangkok and the rivers around Pattaya flowing into the Gulf. But this far down south in Chumphon, the width of the Gulf is 200 kilometres, and if you went directly east you'll be on the white beaches of Cambodia and the nice islands in the Trat province of Koh Kood, Koh Chang. So all this area good for diving and good for snorkeling. So it looks like a service road down to the beach, and I see it's not even 100 metres away. There's a fire going here. I know some German guests at the resort in the Vast kind of come down and have a fire by the beach, like tonight. And the woman says yes, because it's a secluded beach and a lot of debris gets washed up, as you can see, and they don't mind the tourists just coming down and burning it, getting out of the way. A couple of residences here, a resort just further along with access to the beach, and over there it looks like it stops at the headland of the beach. But yeah, it's secluded. Chumphon beach, or an area Chumphon. Just off the beach I saw the biggest pond line that I've ever seen, until I saw the next one. The ponds run up to the side of the resort and behind the resort. In fact, they stretch 8 kilometres along the coastline by 2 kilometres wide, down the river and the mangrove forest. It's a resort on the right hand side. There's 3 resorts pretty much on the beach side, and the rest are Thai business owners' houses. This was the reservoir was up from the sea, and the water's getting pumped up, which makes me think that it's seawater, and it's coming up to here. And it continues over there. I don't know why. I mean, you can't use that for irrigation unless they've got like marine fish or marine shrimp in there which are growing on. Fish there. So there must be seawater, and they just hold them in here to order. It's a sea fish farm. Sure. What must be holdings for many thousands of seafood, fish, shrimp or prawns. Ideal place to get your prawns for the barbie on the beach, which would be 100 metres away. We just preferred the resort to prepare the food. So at the Chumphon National Park. Car park, disabled toilets in there, so it's all disabled friendly. The national park, so that's the ticket office. 30 baht to park your car, 200 baht per head to get in. And we're told it's an hour walk, and it's all boardwalk, so again, if you're not so fit, you can get round. We shall find out. So there's a warning sign in Thai, but if I was by myself, I'd be up there, because this is the tower for the viewpoint. Oh, just took us to over COVID, it's state of disrepair. But there's a long tail taking off. There's a yacht there. This is the estuary that comes in. Instagram shots you'll see for this area. Chumphon National Park. The black and white check one, that's archer fish. They're native to Thailand. And they just shoot spurts of water with flying insects. So they're very good for mosquito control. Chumphon is a southern Thai province on the narrow Kra Isthmus of the Malaya Peninsula. It's known for coral reefs and a long coastline dotted with beaches. In the south, the forested Phuket district is home to the Phuket Canal and the Hoa Lim waterfall. Cradled by the Phuket Mountains, the province capital Chumphon City is a gateway to tropical islands, including the popular Koh Tao. Just walk around one of the sections of the mangroves. They grow lots of the seed pods on and planters. Obviously we potted up at different areas to enlarge the size of the mangrove forest. Between like February and May, we're told that that's like a festival for Chumphon area, and it's called a Clear Water Festival. Is when there's less rain, less monsoons, and the water's at its clearest. And there's a few islands off here, like 56 islands off here, and 2 or 3 of them's highly recommended for snorkeling and diving on the coral reef. This looks like the river estuary coming up. And that's a bridge we're going across. It's quite a wide river. Easy 50, 75 metres wide. There's a boardwalk on the other side. And that's out to sea. Yep, that's the archer fish. Good if we can get in there. Yeah. Shoot something down. So he's interested by the floating lead. You see there's African freshwater lake fish in what must be brackish water. There's some native Thai fish in. Can spot them. Got a ramp system, 15 centimetre step, and it's going to make it difficult for the wheelchairs. So that idea's out. And now they're going to lift up onto here, then you've got a short level of ramp, steep. So and now it'll be difficult for a wheelchair up here. It's the one they call a wire bridge, and I should have brought my screwdriver. I'll not tell her that. Just a bit of sway. Yeah, well, you can see it by the bottom. The tide's still coming in, so it's going to get higher. So I went to the beach first this morning about 7:30, and it was high tide, so it'll be even higher there now. Oh well, forget about coming over the bridge if you're on a wheelchair. You're not going to do this side, just steps. She's waiting until I've come across because there's that much swing and swing on the bridge. And there's a wire runs down the centre of the bridge. And that's what she's walking on. It's just as well as nobody here. It's like COVID times. We're the only two here. If a lot of people come on the bridge on the way back, she's going to be stranded on this side. See a mangrove forest. Just a quick stop here because we're ready for the beach and we'll come here and no mosquito lotion, so you've got to get your mosquito lotion on. So low tide's going to be the best to come here as well. We could see some mud skippers. I mean, we're really quiet going around. Never saw any kingfishers which are advertised. Egret we saw. 2 mud skippers from a distance that just shoot off across the top of the water and make a lot of splashing, skim across the water, and they're gone. No time to get a telephoto out for them. Another thing you hear a lot of, there's warnings for monkeys. We haven't seen a monkey, and the guy says there's no monkeys around. They've disappeared over the COVID. But still be wary of them. But you hear the leaves rustling the trees, and you hear a calamity that comes down, and what you've got is a mangrove seed pods which are spiked long, and that's a seed pod on the top. They come down regular. One just missed us by a foot, and they just splash into the water. They do give you a start when they just drop into the water, and the idea is when they drop in, they want to go to the bottom, and the spike sticks into the mud, and then the seed will start off the next mangrove tree. There's a bridge over the top. So again, low tide, because the mud skippers, the holes will be revealed for the mud skippers and the mud crabs. There's mud crabs here as well. But a bit disappointed. I mean, the national park's 200 baht wherever you go, and you can get around here in 15 minutes. But low tide could be a different set of nature to spot. And there's still nobody here. We've got the place to ourselves. And it would be really good to rest in here if it hadn't been for the mosquitoes. As soon as you stepped into the shade, you had about 10 on you. There you go, Muku Chumphon National Park. Now you will be paying 200 baht to go to any of the national park areas. And if it's regarding the waterfalls, and there's some nice waterfalls in Chumphon, there's been no rain for quite a while, so their class is turned off. You can always ask or inquire before you make a trip to the waterfall to make sure that are flowing. We expect to go to Erawan Falls in a couple of weeks' time. I've seen this plant in Cambodia before, around the temples. This I've seen in Thailand, but all a sleepy plant. They touch them, they stand on them, and the leaves just close. All the leaves just close down, shut down. So we just got here for the bird chorus. The sun going down. We also returned to Chumphon, and we came back to the same resort, and we tried a room with walls. And we did have to return to the resort because I left my laundry. But of the two bills, I mean, we preferred the tent. The tent was very unique, and the aircon was very quiet, and we quite enjoyed the glamping experience. Table, big bed again. Plenty of space. It's the aircon control. That's the aircon. Flat screen TV, fan, hair dryer. Pint glasses for beer. In the bathroom. Lovely tiling on the bathroom. Autumn leaves. It's a wet room for the shower. Again, good size. Sink. toilet. So very big, very spacious, and soap and shampoo. 700 baht. So it's about half an hour drive off the main highway through Chumphon, but it's supposed to be one of the nicer beaches. We've seen one beach just off here, but it's about 4 kilometers. It's supposed to be a nice beach. We'll go and have a look at that tomorrow. And we've got 2 hours before the finish for dinner. We'll have the dinner there by the pool. So this is a salad. Don't know what I've forgotten now. Just all that much in. Garlic chicken, fried garlic chicken there, and it's just it's all chicken. I've ordered chicken and rice, not spicy, but then spicy pork and rice. Oh, I'm hungry.
That's just spicy pork.
There's a coconut tree, and here there's crump and flump every now and then, and there you go. The coconut has fallen out of the tree. And they kill more people than sharks. This is the highest rated on Google beach in this Chumphon area, and again it's the curse of high tide. But they're putting infrastructure on, and these steps look pretty recent down to the beach. Got an earth mover along there, and they're putting in, I don't know, could this be a drainage system or what? But I would say avoid this place at the moment till this work's done. At low tide over here, there, that still looks like a good part of the beach, but only at low tide. There you go. The perils of parking underneath a coconut tree. The next journey will be through Udattani province and into the phenomenal Phang Nga, with the scenery in the islands of the Bay. Please subscribe.